cyber security and cyber threats are real, and especially for developing countries. We really need to do a lot as developing countries to address these gaps, because we are likely to lose a lot more. Rwanda has lost a lot of money. I'll give you an example that probably money that I remember very well, the money that was hacked. You know, it was actually school fees that was supposed to be sent to a certain universities in, you know, I think in the US. And then a Nigerian hacker, you know, somewhere, let me use the word, met the money right in the middle and managed to channel it to their private account. So it's really weird that we're still facing these kind of challenges, but I want also to believe that, you know, something is being done to address them. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sure you are at the recent concluded Transform Africa Summit. Now, the African governments are pushing for a digital era, yet we're still losing money from cybersecurity. Now, is Africa ready?
That's a very good question. Is Africa ready? No, Africa is not ready. But are they doing something to, you know, is Africa doing something to ready itself or to make themselves ready for a digital economy? I guess yes, because the conversation at the Transform Africa Summit, you know, showed the enthusiasm, the energy, the willingness, the political will to move into that direction. But they were also able to see people, experts in the cybersecurity, you know, being part of the discussion and trying to help have a discussion right from policy to implementation, and that's a very good thing. But for now, if you say we are ready, I don't think Africa is ready. But I think they're doing something to, you know, to make sure that when we are there, then we will be able to, you know, have a few challenges as Africa, as the African economy itself. Yeah, I think it's a right step into the right direction, but right now it's probably trying to get a few things here and there in place.
Yeah, as you said, right policies. Governments and enterprises need an integrated approach. Now, we've seen in 2017 there were about 47 recorded cases, and last year the number doubled to over 100. You know, what should be done differently? What needs to be done that is not being done yet?
Yeah, what I want to believe that the reason why numbers are increasing is because Africa is growing in terms of economy, enterprises, and all that, and probably these people, the cyber security threats are also trying to venture, if I may use the word, into Africa, trying to look for the opportunities of you know, sharing that piece of bread from Africa as it grows. I think that's why I also want to believe that a couple of, you know, these hackers who are trying to see the readiness of Africa as Africa moves on or grows, we're going to see more challenges coming. So you asked what should be done, and what should be done now is to make sure that the right policies are in place. The investment is in place in terms of you know, curbing all the threats that are there, and the readiness, put in the right investment to make Africa ready for, let me say, use the word, the fourth industrial revolution, which also includes the digital economy and all that. So right investments, right policies, and right partnerships.
Yeah, and right partnerships. Yeah. We've seen that the Kaspersky Lab is set to open office here in Kigali. Yeah. Why Rwanda?
Good. Rwanda. I mean, over the years, we've seen Rwanda trying to attract the best investments from Europe, from America, from across the world. And you know, the policies are there. That's what I was telling you earlier on. The policies are there. The right policies are there. The government is willing to help any investor from day one to until they have, you know, picked off and the onset of stage. And I think when Kaspersky was looking at all those, there's no way he was going to turn down the invitation to invest in Rwanda because he announced that deal right after meeting President Kagame. Definitely, I want to believe when you're an investor and you get the assurance from the topmost office, there's no way you can turn down that opportunity. And you know, Kaspersky is not first, you know, global brand that is investing in Rwanda. And you know, I think that also gave them an assurance that they are going to succeed in Rwanda. They are going to, Rwanda can be a hub, a regional hub for them to venture into other, you know, opportunities. So there's DRC, there's Burundi, there is Uganda, there's Tanzania, and the entire East African region. And of course, when you have, I think Rwanda Air, you know, serving all these countries from the east, from the north to the south, east, west of the continent, it's very easy to reach out to them, based in Rwanda, but serve all these countries in the region. So Rwanda is best placed for any global brand that wants to really intentionally venture into the African market.
Yes, and before I let you go, what should we expect from Kaspersky opening? Should we expect the numbers going down, or?
No, we should expect probably the high level of cybersecurity, I guess. I mean, there is no way you can be having the medicine that cures everything and then you die, especially for certain disease.
When you have them in
exactly.
there in the same areas.
So we should expect cheap services from the Kaspersky Lab. We should expect quality services from them, and probably expect revenues as the country, as probably central government, rather the coffers. We are going to be a good brand, a good attraction for other digital companies investing in Rwanda.